The research we did at Galawinku indicated that students from remote Indigenous backgrounds are much more able to subtise than students from people like Western backgrounds. Given that, we think that it is a much better approach to have a main focus on number patterns and what we call part whole, how numbers are broken up back together again, rather than counting by ones in order to add and create new numbers. Talking Number has a very detailed progress map which identifies a number of key understandings and then breaks those down in terms of a progressive continuum. So Talking Number was trialled across remote Indigenous communities. So it was designed from the ground up to be a resource for remote Indigenous communities. The big difference here being that we have a really strong focus on the language of delivery. Now that means that where it's delivered in English, teachers are made very aware of exactly what the phrases are that they are going to be important, what needs to be said, and that's a very important thing to recognise, particularly if the student that you're speaking with does not have a strong grasp of English themselves. But secondly, we've also looked at how these concepts can be translated into other Indigenous language. We've worked with assistant teachers on a number of these concepts, and they have found ways of explaining and describing in first language that makes it much easier for these students to assimilate these ideas.